here at the United States Grand Prix, and I'm asking a bunch of Formula One fans what their hottest F1 take is.
Checo is a world champion caliber driver.
I think that Monaco shouldn't be on the calendar. I don't think I understand the history, but I don't think the track is good.
Hottest F1 take? Lewis can still beat Max if they were in equal machinery.
Wow.
I think Checo is better than Verstappen. That's what I think.
Wow. That's absolutely scorched earth.
They shouldn't worry about porpoising. The whole point was ground effect cars, and then they make them higher. I say let the teams risk it.
I think these cars are entirely too fast.
As an American, three is way too many US GP. I wouldn't even call it US. Too many races in the US. I don't want Miami. Give me Vegas once every 4 years. I'm good with that. Keep Austin. Too many US races.
Lance Stroll, fastest driver on the grid.
Hey, disconnected.
What would be the coolest city for F1 to put a street circuit in?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
New York.
Oh man. I just think like a Paris street circuit by the Eiffel Tower would be amazing.
New York City. I mean, then like, nobody can move. But run the traffic the same way it's currently run.
Detroit. Potholes.
You want the car to just be launched into the air?
Of course. Yeah. I want to see a car bounce through the holes.
It would have been Miami had they done the original track that they wanted to on the bay.
Ooh, I think Denver would be a really cool city. With the mountains in the background, you get kind of the city movements with the downtown.
Kansas City. I'm from Kansas City. I just think that it'd be really cool. And the streets are horrible, and so they'd probably repave the streets.
They probably would repave the streets.
A street circuit? Mexico City.
So you think they should get out of the Autodromo and go down in a street circuit there?
Yeah. New York, I think a street circuit on like going down something like, it's New York City, first off. But I mean, if you look at like Wall Street, could you imagine like watching they've already done it, but an actual GP on Wall Street, incredible.
That's in New York, we don't need that.
We don't.
He said don't bring that to New York, we don't need that.
Too many American Grand Prix, too many in the US.
If you could pick any celebrity to be an F1 driver, who would it be and why?
Other than you, J-Bone, I probably Will Ferrell. Go full Ricky Bobby with it.
Daniel Craig, I feel like, would be a really good one.
I think Brad Pitt embodies things that that a race car driver. But since that's kind of low-hanging fruit, I'm gonna go with his better-looking friend.
Me?
You. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Leo DiCaprio. I don't know, his hair already looks like it's going at F1 speed, so.
Ooh, I would pick actually Tom Cruise. I think he's really athletic. He does the stunts and everything himself during his movies, so I think he'd do really well, actually.
Owen Wilson, voiced Lightning McQueen, and I think he's gotta be fast.
Tom Cruise, because Top Gun.
Give me Tom Cruise.
That is the third or fourth time.
Really?
People really want Tom Cruise in F1, which is crazy because he almost was in instead of
up
Brad
there.
Pitt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Leo DiCaprio. Little mysterious. I feel like he'd get very, very angry in the car, and we'd get excellent radios from him.
In this day and age, anyone can sell products online, and if you're thinking about starting, you need to be using my partner Shopify. Shopify is the best all-in-one commerce platform capable of handling your business's complexity no matter how big you grow. Step up to Shopify and harness the best converting checkout and the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands like Ruggable and Allbirds. Ever heard of them? I have. You're probably thinking, sure, but migrating is going to be a headache. Nope. Shopify's App Store has the migration apps you need to migrate your products, orders, customers, and more from every major e-commerce platform to Shopify. Why spend time trying to build an online store with someone besides Shopify when Shopify stores convert the best? You shouldn't. That's the answer. Stop leaving sales on the table, switch your business to Shopify, and discover why millions trust Shopify as their all-in-one commerce platform to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/fbone, all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/fbone, shopify.com/fbone. Cha-ching! Who's your favorite driver and why?
Checo Perez. I'm from Mexico, so has to be.
My favorite driver is Max. It's actually because I collect trading cards, and he was the first card I pulled.
Daniel Ricciardo. He's my favorite driver because when I started watching Drive to Survive, because that's how I got into F1, he was the funniest, obviously.
It's gotta be Bottas. I like his mustache.
Max Verstappen, because we're 3 months apart and he's got my favorite number.
Lewis Hamilton, as a fellow black man in F1, I think it's really cool that our GOAT, my GOAT, is someone that looks like me, and that's not always the case, especially in motorsport.
Danny Ricciardo, purely because of his parkour moves.
Max Verstappen. And why? Because Max Verstappen. Supermax. That's it. Do. Max Verstappen.
My favorite F1 driver is Daniel Ricciardo. He loves the state of Texas. I'm from the state of Texas, and he's hilarious and gives us great content all the time.
What letter of the alphabet would make the best circuit? Now, this is a capital letter, and it's the outline of that letter.
Okay, probably capital G. I think a G would have some fast corners.
Oh.
You think, oh? What is this, NASCAR?
I'm gonna say a Q. What? Have it be really confusing, and then you might not know if you're going the wrong way.
Maybe an R, because it's going to have a really long straight and then some interesting curves.
I like a good high-speed corner there on the outside.
Yeah.
T would be very interesting.
Capital outline K, I think, or B. Not just for Formula Bone, obviously, but I think K or B with all the straight and the curves would make a really, really interesting circuit.
I think K would be pretty good. I think you could have some fun straights and then like some really sharp turns in the middle.
So I'm gonna go R. You got a big curve, you got a lot of long straights, quick turns, fast, sharp turns. I think I'll go R.
I still like G. You know, it is. I'm impartial because I'm Graham, but I think it'd be a fun one. You know, that just giant, almost flat out curve for most of it, and then a big old U-turn.
Seems dangerous.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the nickname Oscar Fasty for Oscar Piastri, because he's Australian and he drives the car fast?
Oscar Fasty. I like it, honestly.
So I thought this was fantastic when I saw it on social, and I still hold that belief.
That makes me want to have a blooming onion right now. That's how good that nickname is. I think everyone should start doing that.
Oscar Fasty. That's a toughie. It does not exactly roll off the tongue. I feel like we can do a little bit better.
If you can add a couple of like upside down letters to that, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Is that an Australian joke?
Maybe.
I think it's a great nickname. It's just a little bit forced.
That is the best thing I've ever heard. Except you should have the words right side up, mirroring each other upside down. That would look crazy as a logo.
You blew my mind.
I think it goes pretty well. It makes a lot of sense, you know?
I think his parents did him a disservice not naming him Oscar Fast. What does it say it again?
Oscar Fasty.
Yeah, you don't get better than that as someone that's Australian and named Oscar and also driving a fast. His parents did him a disservice. Sorry, Oscar's parents, but you did him a disservice.
Yeah, I know his mom is very active on Twitter, so hopefully she doesn't see this. She might see this.
Yeah, for better or worse, yeah.
What's a message for Oscar's mom from you?
It might not be too late. Ask him if he's good for a name change. I think he'd like it. I think
so too.
It's just accurate. I mean,
J-Bone!